क्या करना पड़ेगा मुझे बता क्या करते ना तू लेगा नहीं
Hello guys, welcome back to not only Sportbit, welcome to Sportbit Town Sportbit and Gossip in Sports. So today we are going to do a review of today's game. Royal Challengers Bangalore and Lucknow Super Giants. So we are joined with Ayush right now. So hello Ayush, are you audible here? Yes, we are also. Kaushik. Yeah. Kaushik also joins us here. So Kaushik, first of all, how did you enjoy today's game?
Today game was not a nail biter as compared to yesterday match, but it was okay. Supporting Elko, by the way, but unfortunately they not deserve to win today. The way they played today, sending West Indies after seven, I think after 15th over he came. Don't not deserve to win.
Yeah. So guys, RCB has beaten Lucknow Super Giants by 16 runs, and Duplessis, he has got a man of the match for 96 runs. RCB climbed second position right now in the IPL points table. A great news for the RCB fans out there. But don't you think that according to you, what do you think? Whose performance will you rate higher, Josh Hazelwood or Fab du Plessis? What's according to you?
I think Josh Hazelwood.
Josh Hazelwood. Okay. Here we are looking at the stats right now, guys. You can see on the screen. I'm also visualizing the screen. So first of all, Siddharth Roy, feeling bad for Fab du Plessis today, but today at the end, he will be the happiest person for winning. Yes, we got to see Fab du Plessis getting injured after a dangerous save there. He has got a good save there. So we'll be discussing the match right now. Yeah. So first of all, coming to the opening duo of Royal Challengers Bangalore, Anuj Rawat and Virat Kohli. These two again getting flop and flop and flop again and again. So what's your thought on this, Anuj Rawat and Virat Kohli?
I think Anuj Rawat played a hard shot. That was a total floppy from Anuj Rawat. I think and to be honest, didn't expect it from Virat Kohli to play such shot because that was asking for trouble delivery. The shot that Virat Kohli has played, that was a totally hard-hitting delivery, but he's hidden that straight to the point fielder. I think that was a soft dismissal. But Anuj Rawat has played a loose shot. I think he just wanted to go over that mid-off fielder, but straight into the hand of captain KL Rahul. So that was not a good shot from my point of view. And Virat Kohli, I think no need to say about him. The standard is self-sticks, but I think he's going from some lean patch. Not lean patch. I think just need to settle the mindset of.
He needs a change of scenery. He needs a change of scenery. He needs a change of color. He needs to leave Rohan's hometown of Bangalore, go back home to Delhi, have some chole bhature, and he'll find his form back.
Sir, I will say the kind of guy he is. He needs a challenge. If you give him a challenge up front, we'll see that old Virat Kohli. You are seeing it on the field today. That roar is back. That aggression was there to see. If it continues, I'm sure a big knock is around the corner.
Rohan, you've been saying that for nearly 3 years now.
No, sir. I mean, that doesn't matter to me. I mean, class players. It's not just like 100 you judge a person by. It's the impact the person creates.
I agree with you. When he took the captaincy at the start of it, he did look really hungry. I did see that. So maybe the loss of the captaincy is good for him. But as I said, I've just had a talk with my friend Vedant on this, and we were saying that maybe a stint in county cricket would be brilliant for him. A complete break
Yeah.
from the media, a complete,
Yes.
change of scenery for him and Vimika and Anushka Pabi. That might be something that he could do for a month. And again, it will get his love back for the game as well. So maybe a change of scenery would be good for him.
He can also
Agree.
join Indian domestic Ranji Trophy or Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy.
But
He can
I did
also
say
but
that
join
too.
both.
but the domestic cricket starts only September, October. The English county is already underway.
Yeah. So after the
Yeah,
IPL, when they
considering
come to Birmingham and I see them in Birmingham, as I said, I'll hopefully go to the practice game, and I'll be able to see him live in
Yeah.
practice, and then I will say to you, yeah, what I see.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Similarly, we got to see how Cheteshwar Pujara is performing. He, I think, scored a 200 right now at
Yes.
county cricket. That's a great,
For
good one.
Sussex.
But do you think that's talking about? Yes, we are joined by Pawan right now. So here, so
Hey,
yes,
Pawan's
talking
back.
about Cheteshwar Pujara.
Oh,
So talking about Cheteshwar, Pujara
Yeah, Ritam.
again. So coming out of the topic right now. Do you think that right now, after seeing Cheteshwar Pujara's performance at a county format, do you think it is possible for him to come back into the team?
Yes, he definitely will come back into the team if he carries on scoring the runs that he's getting. I see a role for Cheteshwar. I don't see a role for Jinkar Rahane, unfortunately, because I think
Yeah.
Hanuman Vihari has now overtaken him. But I definitely see Cheteshwar Pujara playing in that Edgbaston test, at 3. And if he gets the runs, there's nothing going to stop. I prefer Cheteshwar Pujara playing the county cricket than being on the bench for CSK in the IPL.
Yeah. Anytime.
Exactly.
definitely, I agree as well.
But if
And also the amount
Pujara
of
can
experience.
do,
I mean,
yeah,
Rhythm, this is second or third
yeah,
county stint in county cricket. So he has enough
Hmm.
experience to counter the English conditions. I think for Sussex, Yorkshire, Nottinghamshire, I think he has played. So enough experience.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
experience
I
is
think
there, but you know what it is with Pujara, and if you stay in a long time, if you want to stay in a long time in the middle, it is all about
Yeah.
rhythm. Yeah, so that's the
Runs.
issue with a slower player that is basing his defensive technique, who's trying to have competency technique. It's the amount of balls that they face, and the Pujara's beauty of Pujara, and I've always said it for years, he's the new ball blunter. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the new ball, if you look at the test cricket, the way the test cricket goes, if you can blunt the new ball by a certain amount of overs at the
But,
start, that means that the
yeah,
batsman below you have longest time with an older ball and
but
score the
sir,
runs.
that approach works on a Kookaburra ball when it's
Yeah,
brand new for 25 30 overs,
yeah,
that new ball blunting, and then when
yeah,
it gets softer and easier to score, that approaches work. But in England the ball keeps swinging almost throughout the day, so you can't keep blocking. There will be a ball that will have your name on it. So I think that's where
yeah.
you need to be a bit
But
more positive in
he
your
does
approach,
that
not
quite a bit, Rohan. When he
yeah.
has been able to score the runs a bit quicker in England, yeah, and then go into
Yes.
the blocking mode. And it depends.
Yeah.
Obviously, in England, you've got Jimmy Anderson and you've got Stuart Broad, but after that, there's not much bowlers left that that will really threaten him
Currently
outside
even
of
they are not there.
the off stump. Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, man. What is
true.
happening with Stoinis? Why is his Stoinis being sent so late? I mean, it is
No idea,
at
man.
least.
Yeah, that's
Should have been
interesting. I
earlier.
mean, I also don't get it because Jason Holder, for me, I think Jason Holder should bat around 6 or 7. I mean, especially I don't understand why Stoinis is brought this late and Holder is
I
brought at
don't.
number 8.
I don't
Doesn't make sense.
understand why Manish Pandey is playing. I mean,
Exactly. I was just about to
That's
say that.
I
you
also don't
send
get
in
it just because
Badoni. You
he's
send
got
in
good
Badoni
innings.
at 3. You send in Badoni at 3. And the thing is, people need to understand that although Stoinis performs well as a finisher, but you need to still give him some balls to settle in. He just
They didn't they drop Gautam as well? Didn't they drop Gautam as well?
बज रहा है कोई
Yes. Yes.
Why? Why? I mean, how was how? Yeah, that's the thing. That was interesting for me because
Pawan, you're
because
echoing.
I mean Gautam should have perhaps.
फॉलो हो रहा है कोई
Is it from mine or
Kaushik, please mute your mic.
Kaushik?
It's a question. Yeah, it's Kaushik.
Yeah, that's what Yeah, sorry. So I was talking about Gautam, right? So I think that was a surprising choice that Gautam was dropped because I mean he could have provided. I mean Krunal did a good job today, but Ravi Bishnoi was
Hmm.
smashed for runs, and I think if they brought in Gautam perhaps and those 2 overs could have been crucial, especially the ball I would say rather than the bat. He could have provided some useful overs, and yeah, as Ayush said, I don't understand what Mike Marcus Stoinis is doing in this side batting
I,
at number 7.
yeah,
I
see,
really
I
don't
still
get it.
exactly. If you get in a Gotham, see, if you get in a Gotham, then what's the batting order? Openers to are set for you. You can send in a Baloney at 3. You have your Hudda. You can actually send in. Okay, you send in Hudda at 4. Stoinis can come in 5. Holder 6. Gotham 7, which is a good enough batting.
Yeah.
I feel so.
I
Hmm.
just don't get Huda.
Yeah.
I just don't get that player. I just don't see anything in him. I don't see anything in
But
Punish Pandey. You
See,
know,
he's a good
Pandey in Punjabi, you know, is like cutlery. You use it and throw it away. You know, I just don't get it. I just don't get, and that's what I'm saying. You got Stoinis there. You should play at four or 5, and you're playing him at 7. You've sent Krunal in at 3. He's just poor management and captaincy. And let's see why he did not bowl Chamira. I'm disgusted that he bowled Ravi Bishnoi going for 33, 10 and over, and bowls the spinner in the 17th over. I just didn't get the captaincy today,
Yeah,
and
the captaincy
mm,
was
yeah,
very, see, it was
I
very
agree.
textbook captaincy. I think what happened was, Paji, they had decided beforehand that Bishnoi will bowl that one over at the death, and Rahul did not adapt to the situation. Although he saw Bishnoi getting hit, but see, that's what I think lacks with Rahul. Rahul lacks creativity as a captain. Okay, the captain has to be creative and think on his feet. Right. Even the
yeah,
Rohit Sharmas, Virat Dhoni's and all that, the good, even Kohli to an extent, although
Rohit.
Kohli is also that creative. Rohit Sharma, I say, Rohit and Pollard even, and all these people, they are very creative in their captaincy. Okay, even you look at Dhoni, look at him giving Joginder Sharma the ball or something, right? Or whatever. Dhoni at least thinks out of the box.
Yeah.
Rahul is very stagnant. He sets a
Mm,
plan and he thinks out of the box. That's why he gave Ravi Bishnoi the over. Because if you see Ravi Bishnoi has been doing well
yeah.
in the overs at the death, but
Mm.
this wasn't the same scenario. You got someone like a Chamira who couldn't do, and at the end
Yeah,
of the
I mean,
day,
they should have used Tamira in the death, I would feel. At least one no more over
But
and not bring in Bishnoi
but
when he was struggling today.
but what's the reason to drop Evin Lewis right now? He has done well in the matches. He's doing well. Just only 2 matches I
Yeah,
think
but
he has got lots. And
problem
yeah,
is
who
the
does
rate
Evan
of
Lewis come in for? I mean, that's the problem. You
yeah,
have
who's
a
going to come in for
Deacock.
who's going
Tamira
to
is
come
also
in for
powerful.
See, you can't replace Holder. You can't replace Deacock. You can't. There is
Also
if
not
there's
Stoinis.
Chamira is going to be dropped. If Chamira is dropped, then Andrew Ty will come in. I don't see that Evin Lewis, a batsman and bowler, to be changed. So if Chamira is struggling, then
Hmm.
Andrew Ty is the likely replacement for Chamira. But Stoinis, I feel like he can give that balance. It's just I don't know the way that Rahul uses him. I think Stoinis, especially with the ball, is a bit disappointing. I would say he could have used Stoinis, especially after the power play straight away, or perhaps if Bishnoi was struggling, he could have brought in Stoinis in the next over. I don't get it why he's using him in that 14th, 15th over about Rahul. So, I mean, KL Rahul's captaincy. So, that's a question mark, I would feel.
I think what they can do is maybe what if they get an Indian pacer in place of Chamira and drop Manish Pandey and Evan Lewis. But
Ankit
because the
Rajput is there, I think, right?
guy is performing now,
Hmm.
so you
Hmm.
can't even
Yeah.
drop him. Or do you drop Marcus Stoinis?
No,
No.
no, no.
Not right now. I think we need to assess on Stoinis. No, 1 or 2 more
See,
matches
you
and
drop,
then
yeah,
see.
yeah, exactly. You can drop either Stoinis or Chamira, not the other two. So yeah, that is.
Bro, word on how
Yeah.
Shahbaz Ahmed bowled, man. On such a pitch, bowling 4 overs, 20
Hmm.
odd. Very, very economical
He
and
was way better than
against
Hasaranga
tough.
today. He
Yeah,
was
what
really
did
good.
you
Asaranga, I think, didn't make use of the pitch properly, man. If you see even
No,
Maxwell,
I
he
think
slowed down
I
the
think
little.
Faf du Plessis should have introduced him earlier because when Hasaranga was
No, no, no,
bowling,
no.
Krunal Pandya and Huda was set. I mean, especially Krunal
Yes.
Pandya was set. He should have brought him
no,
earlier when Krunal Pandya came to the crease. Then Hasaranga could have been more effective, I would
no, but
feel.
Pawan Krunal Pandya came in pretty early, so you can't also bring
Yes,
him in the.
Came in early. Thing was,
yes,
Pawan,
slow
I
down
thought
just.
Hasaranga,
Yeah, true, true.
you could have used him at the
Slow
back
down.
end well. because we know he bowls well at the depth also, Asaranga. It was just
Yes,
that he was
yes, that's
not
right.
looking, he was not using the pitch properly, like hitting it in the good spot. He was just
Hmm.
too slow sometimes, I felt,
Yeah.
which was
Hmm.
hittable.
So
Hmm.
I
I
have a
agree.
question for you guys. I have a question for you, which I observed today. You saw that the tactic of every bowler is just bowling to the longer side of the
Pace off.
boundary and
Yeah.
making the batsman hit there. Okay. And what the batsmen are trying to. So as you said, Stoinis had four fielders in the offside, trying to
Mm.
move out and all that. What I'm asking you is, if you're a somebody like Stoinis who has brute force, shouldn't you just try to clear that boundary? And if you don't clear the boundary, look for the gaps at least. Because if you see, even if mid wicket is there and long on is there, there is still a big gap. So you can pierce that instead of
Yeah.
trying to go around and trying to play a funky shot. Because see, you know where the ball is gonna come. You know you can set yourself
Ayush,
after that. So
if
instead
you
of
see
going
the
out,
way he got out, that last ball before that, it was clearly a wide. The umpire,
no,
for whatever
see,
reasons, didn't give it. No, I feel that kind of flustered him. If
no,
you're
see,
a damn
again,
good finisher like a Dhoni or a AB, that kind of situation should not have bothered you. You should have
no, but
made sure you focus on the next ball.
exactly, I agree. But see, again, what he did in that ball was there, the longer side was on his offside. So
Yes,
sort of go towards the offside and figure, why shouldn't he go down the wicket? Just back him. You saw
exactly.
Holder, you saw
If you
Holder in the
see
last.
that previous ball, concentration gaya uska.
हाँ बट वो होना नहीं चाहिए मतलब इतना बड़ा
होना
प्लेयर
नहीं
बहुत
चाहिए, but happened.
हाँ बहुत बड़ा प्लेयर नहीं है बट इज अ मैच प्रोवन मैच
You
विनर यार
can't compare. You can't compare Stoinis to David de Villiers or MS Dhoni in terms
no
of
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
he's comparing the
I am saying
mindset.
that's the difference.
Hmm.
That's the difference. Yes.
Yeah, you saw
By the
Holder
way,
last year.
yeah,
Sorry, what do you say, Ritam?
so
Carry them.
by the way, don't you think that Lucknow Super Giants should actually try with Stoinis as opener? क्योंकि हमने
No,
देखा
no,
कि
no.
स्टॉइनिस का
Good
He's a
ओपनिंग
choice.
finisher.
परफॉर्मेंस
He's a finisher. He is a finisher in BBL match. He has also come as a finisher role in Australia. He used to play finisher role. Don't forget the
BBL,
Dubai semi-final against Pakistan.
BBL is opener.
He has
Hmm.
done ample of time. He have done for
We will
Australia
never
in
forget.
middle order. So don't expect. Why need to tease Rahul or Quinton de Kock opening pair? They are really doing well. Why need to tear up? No need to tear up the combination of KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock. They are playing really well.
Yeah, I think you should at least come in at 4 or 5. Not 4, maybe 5 is good so that he has some time.
Hmm.
See, I think you should bat Stoinis based on the overs. You should send him after 12
Yes,
overs.
Just I think
Let him
just
set.
give the credit to RCB bowlers. They have bowled really well. Hazelwood, Harshal
especially
Patel,
Hazelwood. Yeah.
Hasaranga, they deserve to win. They deserve to win. I also mentioned one day, 2 days earlier about Pat Cummins and Hazelwood. They both from Australia. But I have told you that Hazelwood is a pure T20 bowler as compared to Pat Cummins. They both are from Australia.
Yeah.
The
Hmm.
way Hazelwood using the hard lane today, it's very difficult
Yeah.
to put a bat on.
Bounce.
It, as I
Hmm.
mentioned,
I
he
agree.
was bowling like Glenn McGrath. The accuracy he have.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
was
that's why
bowling
I
like
was so
Glenn McGrath.
surprised. That's why I was so
हाँ
surprised when Hazelwood was released by CSK. That's why because he has been so consistent in any pitch conditions, even in Dubai. Now we've seen in India how good he has been in the power play and especially in the death also he's performing well. So I mean, if CSK had a bowler like Hazelwood,
Pawan,
that would have been really
forget
really
it.
useful right now.
So many players released by MI CSK have gone to other teams and doing well. It has balanced out the
Hmm.
competition.
More
So
I
be happy.
surprised
Don't
when
say
they don't return Faf. More I surprised when
after
more I
yes.
surprised
Agree.
when they didn't
Mm,
return
true,
Faf.
true, true. But then I
We are
think he
happy.
went
well
over.
Fab
That's why
yeah
CSK thought that they can get him for 4 or 5 crores, but they
Yeah.
went over the budget that CSK also couldn't ultimately get Faf to play. And obviously this
I
was a
mean, they
smart
went
move
with
Exactly.
by RCB.
Again
I feel this is one of the
and again
smartest
for
moves
Deepak
by.
MI, they
Chahar.
have purchased Team David for 8 crore, and he haven't played any single match.
He played
I
only
Correct.
think he
two
had played
matches.
just one match.
That's why I questioned
One
about
or
Tim
two, I
David
think.
when he was bought for MI in the start with
Yeah.
his performances in the past. Yeah, doesn't make
but
sense
that's
when he
see that
hasn't played
Fab
IPL
to
match.
Plessis just only performed in 2 matches out of these 7 matches That no one is going to
Yeah,
see
but
actually
that's
right
true.
now.
But that has been impactful, no? And his captaincy tactics and all
That is
have been good
Very cool.
compared to the other captains.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Pawan,
even compared to Virat Kohli,
today,
he's doing a good job right
uh,
now. I would feel.
yeah, don't you think? Forget the 96. One of the key
Mm,
turning points today was that review of KL Rahul. I don't know who suggested
mm,
to take that review to get
Exactly.
him
That
out.
review was
exactly.
turning point.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
huge
agree.
turning point. I don't know who suggested,
Credit
not
to
the keeper,
Dinesh
not the
Karthik.
bowler.
Not even
No,
not even bowler was
DK
convinced.
didn't appeal. DK didn't even appear. I don't know if maybe other fielders gave the suggestion, but a huge credit for the captain to believe one of the fielders maybe here.
Mm,
no,
mm.
it's great. Dinesh Karthik and Lee.
Yeah, go DK.
Dinesh Karthik is a legend. No, he knows overall, just like Ashwin, he has the knowledge of cricket. And I mean, obviously, being as a commentator, also, I think that has helped in his part also.
Currently, I feel
Yeah,
that he
maybe.
should be preferred over Rishabh Pant right now for the
Hmm.
years, perhaps.
By the way, there's a talk after the IPL. South Africa is staying for
Yeah,
five
yeah, they have said no,
T20s, I think.
he might play.
Yeah.
Yeah, DK may be picked for that is the talk.
Hmm. Yes, that is true.
Pawan, you should highlight a comment.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so there are some comments coming. Johan here says Manish Pandey gifted the wicket, but good bowling from
Yeah,
Hazelwood. I agree. I think Hazelwood has been really, really good, and that was a good buy by RCB. I feel. I think they bought him for 4 or 5 crores, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a
yeah.
fantastic move by RCB. Yes, because I think they needed that sort of bowl. I think, especially in the power play and in the that which they didn't have in the previous seasons. So I think Hazelwood is a big asset for RCB with the form that he
They
has
had
been
picked this
in
guy
Australia.
Stark and he didn't come.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
मनीष पांडे का फॉर्म ही अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है भाई मनीष पांडे का तो फॉर्म ही अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है
मनीष
उसका
पांडे
टाइम भी अच्छा नहीं चला.
जब से धोनी ने उसको बोला है ना इधर देखिए तब से वो गया है.
तो मनीष पांडे
because
को
the
किस पे इंटरेस्ट
aura,
है?
the perception, because the aura, the perception, Manish Pandey is such a talented, super Messi, skillful player. He has not delivered yet. And I
Yeah.
just hope because he has played so much for KKR and again in Lucknow, Gautam Gambhir is a mentor. I hope that some miracle will happen and he will try to perform for Lucknow Super Giants because he's a very skillful player. The way he played
Yeah,
that City ODI I remember against Australia, the last ODI he have played in a match winning 100.
Hmm.
He's a very skillful player. Just hope that Gambhir backs him because he know Pandey really well because he have played ample for KKR in his previous times.
yeah.
Later he shifted to SRH. Now he's playing for Lucknow. Just he haven't
Yeah.
stand up with his potential right now.
DK
No,
said
DK said
Kohli
Kohli
suggested
suggested,
in
huh?
the interview,
Oh,
but
so Kohli
what
took
did
the
he
review.
suggest on?
The review
No, I
of
think
KL
Kohli had
Rahul.
an
Kohli
interview,
was the
no,
captain,
with
standing
the
captain.
DK in Star
Kohli
Sports.
was
They
standing
had a
captain.
small interview after post match, I think, of one match where Virat was speaking highly of DK. For him, I think for Kohli, I think he was the best player so far in the IPL.
Okay.
I think in a
Yeah,
post
yeah.
match, I think post match, just a small sort of
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
discussion.
Okay. Well, right
Yeah.
now, as we are saying, the Manish Pandey. So if Manish Pandey goes out, then who should we bring right now?
Who are the options, yeah?
Hmm.
The
Who are the
options,
options? That's what we need to check the
Ideally,
LSC
Lewis should have
squad.
been better, but overseas.
but Chamira is coming soon.
Chamira,
Yeah.
Chamira, again, combination
No,
wise,
if they drop Chamira, they can get Lewis and play Ankit Rajput or one of those pacers for
exactly.
Chamira.
Ankit Rajput is not a good T20 bowler. Ankit
Exactly.
Rajput, I will not prefer Ankit
No,
Rajput.
but he
He's
has
a
been effective for Punjab. I think he has been effective in Punjab, especially in the power play. Even though he's not good in the death, if they can utilize him in the power play, especially, I think that will help. Because anyways, I think Jason Holder is doing a good job. But the issue is with Lucknow also is the death bowling. That's also a bit of a concern. So maybe they'll need a bowler.
there is a
I mean,
question.
Aveshkar
There is
has
one
been.
more. There is one question. Is Bisnoy played today?
Yes.
What?
Huh?
Is Bishnoi played today? Ravi Bishnoi.
Hmm.
Yes, yes,
I
yes.
haven't
Yes,
seen
yes.
RCB batting, so
Yeah,
I
Played.
yeah,
just
yeah,
He
yeah.
asked.
bowled. He went for
Bisnoy played.
40 odd in 4
He went
overs.
for 40 runs today. He was very
Okay,
expensive
okay.
today, Ravi Bisnoy. 10
He
11
was not at
economy, I think.
all his. Rhythm, can you check what's the squad of LSG? कि उनका options कौन है?
They can bring in Shabazz Nadim, no? What Shabazz Nadim?
Shahbaz Nadim is a spinner, man.
Yeah, but
Shahbaz is
maybe.
spinners.
I think
Yeah, but
Manan
Manan,
Bohra is
I think
also an
Manan
option
Bora
for
is there.
Lucknow.
Manan again opening
Well,
batsman.
but
Then he can play at mid
Mohsin
order as
Khan,
well.
Mohsin Khan,
Yeah, that's.
Mohsin Khan was getting.
Ah, Mohsin Khan, fast bowler.
But it is a bowler. Mohsin Khan is a bowler. Manan
He's a
Bora,
fast bowler.
yeah.
Fast bowler.
Manan Bora, Kyle Mayers. Yes, these two batsmen
Kyle
and
Mayers का
Karan
तो
Sharma.
पता ही
Not
नहीं.
Kyle Mayers. Not Kyle Mayers. He is not
They
very
can
Just
good
see
try
who are
Karan
the
Sharma. Karan
for his
Sharma. No, no,
mistakes.
no, no, no. Karan Sharma.
And Krishna
hey
Gautam.
Karan Sharma
Karan Sharma
अपना
is
है
the other
भाई.
one, I think.
Karan
Not the Karan
Sharma.
Sharma
Okay, this
that
guy
we
is an
know.
all-rounder, I
Karan
know.
Sharma. Oh, वो दूसरा Karan Sharma है.
हाँ दूसरा है.
Lucknow Super Giants bench is
Karan
actually
Sharma
very,
is
very
our
weak.
lucky factor यार.
They, is Markwood is available?
Markwood,
No,
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 no, no,
no,
no.
out,
Markwood is
outside out
gone.
of
He's
the IPL.
withdrawn. He's not
He's
there.
outside out.
He's out. That's why
Hey, who is
Handu
this
Tai is there.
Mayank Yadav?
Handu Tai replaced him. Mayank Yadav,
सारे
19
गोरों की
years.
माँ की आँख सब भाग गए साले.
I don't know
आना
these
भी
two,
नहीं चाहिए, लेना
Mayank
भी नहीं चाहिए
Yadav and
उनकी.
Karan Sharma.
और जैसन
जोफ्रा
एक
भाग
और
गया भाई. जोफ्रा भाग
हाँ
गया
रॉय.
मुंबई इंडियंस से.
जोफ्रा भागा नहीं आया ही नहीं.
प्रॉफिट का
Didn't
विंडीज
they
का है
try
एक्चुअल
Mohsin Khan for one game? Didn't they try
Still
Mohsin
Jofra
Khan for
is
one game?
predicting future for
प्रॉफिट इज
MI.
एक्चुअली फ्रॉम विंडीज he's from Windies playing for England.
I think Jofra
Mohsin
is
Khan
predicting
played one game.
future for MI.
Yeah,
Who?
और अभी
it's
बात कर
bleak.
ली है कि मुंबई इंडियंस अभी को रिलीज करेंगे तभी तो बेंच के ऊपर जाएगा ये न्यू रिमर.
Uh,
Hmm. Yeah, they don't have a
not much
lot of
options,
fast
yeah, in
bowling
the
options,
scene.
especially Indian.
Mm,
Especially Indian. That's the issue. They have
yeah,
Ankit
Manan
Rajput who can come
Manan
in,
Boda.
and they have Avesh Khan only. If Avesh Khan,
No,
something happens with Avesh Khan, that could be a big blow for Lucknow.
yes.
I think
credit
just
So
to
it's
him
who
a,
is
Manan
this
just
Boda.
They
I
don't
think
have
this
much backups.
one bad
Huh?
match and not to forget about Lucknow. Just one bad match it can happen. So don't need to worry
Mm,
about that too much. Just one bad match.
They have a
yes.
good playing
As you
11.
said,
They
I
have a
think
good
credit
playing
to
11, but I think especially in the
RCB more
fast
than
bowling
bad luck for
department.
Lucknow also. Mm,
Hmm.
You need to
Fast.
give credit to Hazelwood the way he bowled, especially
test
four
match,
wickets in
proper test match
T20
bowling.
cricket match. Proper test match bowling. Obviously, we
Mm,
need to overrate some fast bowler as well. If speaking
mm,
4 wicket is equal to hitting a century as a batsman,
yes.
Faf
And that too
96
Yeah.
for
or
only,
Hazelwood 4 is equal.
yeah.
4
I
for
mean, that too
35
for only
and
20
mistaken
runs or
for 4
something.
for 25.
30, yeah?
4,
25. So
4 for
that's even
25.
better, man.
Sorry, 4
Economy
for
also.
25. 4 for 25 today from Hazelwood. That's just outstanding. And Glenn Maxwell also 2 overs. That was useful today. I think Maxwell also contributed a part. I think he also got a wicket, I think, of
Yes, yes.
Krunal Pandya.
Krunal.
That's a huge wicket at that stage.
Again, see, if you see Krunal's wicket, Pawan, first ball hit a wonderful cut shot for a 4, but then next 2 balls were
Hmm.
dots. So that kind of build pressure
Hmm.
to play that loose shot. That's where makes you a
Yeah.
great player. Not be flustered with those dots
Hmm.
or anything.
Hmm. True. True. I
Kunal
think even
dismissal
Siraj
was too short for dismissal. Kunal was totally a
Mm.
soft
Siraj also played a
dismissal.
big part. Because Siraj also usually we saw him going very expensive today. Today I think
Yeah.
he was quite effective both in the power play and death. So that was good news for RCB and hope he can continue
Hey,
that.
but I mean, how
And
impressive was this guy, man? Prabhu Desai in the field. What a fielder, man.
Hmm.
Yeah, Prabhu Desai looks
True.
good. Also, the batsman also looks decent. I mean, got
Yeah,
out.
batting is good, but fielding is electrifying, man.
Have you seen
So
Holder?
after
How he gets the extra bounce. Just I don't know Holder. If you see, he just it's the handle of the bat. It's very amazing
yes,
how he.
he's what 6'8", 6'9",
No, is he
Holder.
that tall?
Yeah, damn tall, man.
Who's taller, Marco Jansen or Holder?
I think Holder.
Marco Jansen is playing
So
for
I think we have
SRH.
Ram Sharma joining
SRH,
us.
SRH.
Kaun Sharma?
Marco Jansen is playing for
So
SRH.
Yeah.
who?
I think has to bowl straight after
Yeah.
insults. Smash him. Yeah, man. Hasaranga more. I'll say
Yeah.
use him in the right time and
Hmm.
it's the right
Yeah,
matchups.
that's what. I think we use straight away after power play, especially 7th, 8th, we have to use Hasaranga. If you using him a bit late, like what Kohli did to Hasaranga last year, that was the
Yeah,
same issue that happened to Hasaranga. He leaked runs and he was dropped after 2 matches. Even
No,
though
but
it
see,
was Dubai,
correct.
different conditions, but if you don't use Hasaranga in the right time, he'll leak runs, and especially don't bowl him in the death because
no, but,
he'll leak a lot of
Mm.
runs.
no, but see, last year also
Because he's not
Hasaranga
Chahal.
was.
He's not like Chahal, who can adapt
Last,
in any situation.
no, see, Hasaranga also
I
wasn't this
think he's trying to
good
deceive
player.
a batsman in flight. I think he was trying
Yes,
to
it's not
deceive a
happening.
batsman in flight. The way
But
Stoinis,
that's not his
Stoinis
strength,
hit
na, Kaushik.
162 Hasaranga over long
Straight.
on. Straight as an arrow. That was a half tracker. That was a half tracker. After that, I think the way Hasaranga bowled today was trying to deceive a batsman in the flight, but failed miserably.
Hmm.
The
That can
jinx should be
happen to
there.
anyone. That can happen to any spinner. That
Wait,
was a
wait.
premium
Yeah.
pointing spin.
Say hi to
We are
the
joined
jinx.
by a future predictor in Krishna Gopal.
Krishna Gopal or
Jofra Archer is there.
Hi, bro. Am I audible?
Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Amra.
that is Krishna's first question every stream. Am I audible? You're always audible.
Yeah.
अरे स्पीकर खराब है ना इसलिए.
So thoughts on this match, Krishna? Where did LSG go wrong?
What?
Where did LSG go wrong?
First of all, Stoinis shouldn't come at number 5 or number 6. He should come at 3 and Manish Pandey at 4, because Manish Pandey always, we have seen for SRH, he always plays slow innings. So for me, Manish Pandey at 4 and Stoinis at 3. That could be done.
Johan says Jason Holder will go for runs sometimes. Yeah, true. I mean, not any. I mean,
Every
a
bowler
lot of
will go,
bowlers
but
could be
Every bowler goes
having
for
off
runs. Yeah.
radar on their day.
yeah, man, no bowler. But see, he
What?
looked good.
But Krishna, you predicted right on Holder though, even though he was not man of the match, but he performed well. I mean,
Hmm.
especially with the ball today, and impressive after last match. I think
Oh,
his economy was 13 or something, and today he
Orange
made
Army,
a good comeback, I would say.
Orange Army blood.
That's
No,
why I
generally
predicted.
Holder does well against RCB. Yeah, I have seen him. Always does well.
Yeah. Even if you remember the 2020 qualifier, if
Even
you
with
The
remember,
eliminator, I
SRH,
think.
yeah.
eliminator. Sorry, yeah, eliminator. But
Uh,
Sandeep Sharma got Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
For,
Sandeep Sharma keeps getting Virat Kohli every time here.
Mhm.
but now what next for LSG? Like what changes? Krishna, we're talking about getting Evan Lewis in. What do you think?
See, Marcus Stoinis is good in place
Yeah.
of Evan Lewis, because Stoinis is also bowling, na, at least 2 over or 3 overs. So
No,
Evan
see,
Lewis that also can't do.
Chamira,
So
of Chamira.
No,
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 no. Not for
Chamira is a
Stoinis.
must.
For Chamira,
No,
because
yeah,
Manish is
Chamira is
struggling.
must.
giving us. See, they have very good Indian players. If you look at their pedigree, Huda is an
Hmm.
international player. Manish Pandey is an international
Krunal.
player. Pandey is an international player. So these three should be doing well, but they are not.
Not gelling.
Rahul. So they are
Hmm.
gelling. Manish Pandey played one knock. Huda played. I think Huda played 2-3 knocks in the starting. I think Huda goes too hard for the ball. Don't you think he tries to hit too hard at
Hmm.
times? Some of it. And I don't know. He overthinks maybe. Stoinis also, yeah, not firing. That way, Hetman and Karthik have been the best this time. I mean, both in the last couple of overs. Hetman,
Yeah,
I
especially
think
as finishers.
I think the coloring of the hair is the secret. Him and Andre Russell here.
Run out
Yeah.
that Narin.
Yeah, true.
Narayan.
Narayan also.
Run out. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, cricket
That
fantastic
is the
cases.
reason. That is the reason why
Samir, I
Timal
think,
Mir
also
isn't
has to
doing
bowl
well. Is
3 overs in the power play if he doesn't bowl in the death.
Bowling.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. But I mean, you have to utilize your main bowlers in the
Yeah,
death also,
actually,
right?
he has
Two
a point.
overs,
He has a
and
point.
especially with Chamira.
He has a point
Mm.
because you know you have plenty of bowling options, right? So you can bowl him. I'm just saying you can also get Gotham was a good
Yeah.
option. Actually. Gotham did well. I don't know
Mm.
why they brought back Manish Pandey. Gotham is a lower order hitter
See,
also.
Rajasthan does one experiment like they're dropping
Number
Rasi Wonder Dusen and bring Karun Nair. So I am thinking that Manan Vora should come in place of Manish
hmm.
Pandey for at least one match. They can try.
Manan Vora,
Manan's a very good player, man.
but
Yeah.
he has also not performed in the IPL. I mean, he has got a lot of chances.
Number 3, LSG need to find
Hey,
someone.
against for
I
Punjab he
think the
did well,
best
na?
solution was Sevin
Manan Vora.
Lewis.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean,
Yeah.
against if you remember,
I think
before they
Manan
tried
Vora could be a
SSB,
good option, perhaps.
before they
Yeah, can
tried
try for one match.
before they tried
Yeah.
SSV, Rajasthan had given Manan Vora a lot of matches, and he failed in all of them.
Yeah.
But that's
So we
different
have
season, man. New season,
Ram
never know.
joining us for the first time. Ram,
Jai Shri Ram.
Ram, your thoughts on LSG number 3 player? Oh, it's Madhur.
Arey yaar.
I thought Madhur.
Yeah.
He is joining
We have
with
seen this
weird
person.
names.
This person we know.
Tomorrow DC match. That's why joining.
अरे
Will
कोई
DC
आ ही
win
नहीं
tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah.
कोई आ ही नहीं
He's got a bit
एक मिनट
excited over here.
no one is coming in my live. That's why I end it in just 25 minutes.
God Bejati.
The direct
Bye.
hit TSS opener 2014, one
Yes.
season wonder Vora.
Yeah. When they went to final, Manan Vora
I
was
think
opener.
he
He's
played
been
for
there every
Punjab
season.
and Rajasthan, right? His last team was Rajasthan, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
For Vora.
Rajasthan.
He batted in
Yeah.
the middle order.
Yeah. No, not
Genius.
middle order. He
And
opened with Josh Butler and he flopped. That's why SSV Jaiswal
Yes.
came in place of with Josh Butler.
They even tried Robin later.
Cricket Fantastic here says Gautam was dropped because of getting a duck at number 3. He bowled really
Yeah,
well.
against Trent Bolt.
Yeah, I do agree. I think especially 2 matches, I think he bowled very well. I think he got 2 wickets if I'm not mistaken in one match. And yeah, but that duck was unfortunate by him. I think that was the wrong tactic by KL Rahul in that match. I think Gautam usually bats around number 7, number 8. I think for Rajasthan, he was really effective player until he went to CSK, unfortunately, and he was not even played a single
Got benched.
game. And I think he was coming back to rhythm. I would feel, especially with his bowling for Lucknow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaushik, your thoughts
He's
on
a good bowler.
Gautam? Yeah, Gautam, whether he could get some games, perhaps. Yeah, Kaushik, yeah.
Who's muted, huh?
Is he muted? Is he there?
Who is wearing this Delhi
He's
jersey
stuck.
and all here?
Okay.
भाई रेड में पकड़ा गया है क्या?
It's Madhur only.
Road Macha.
So tomorrow Delhi will roar much.
Direct it says Gambhir took Pandey and thought he will repeat 2014 performance.
Delhi will beat. एक minute, yeah. Delhi will beat Guruji tomorrow. Mark my words. The directive.
Mr. Madhur versus Aryan. Nice. Guruji versus.
Mr. Madhur.
We'll all cheer for Madhur because
see what happens tomorrow.
Madhur ka
Pawan Madhur versus
treat pending hai.
But certain things have been good by Gautam, I would say, and the scouts of LSG for finding Ayush Badoni and certain players. But I mean, Manish Pandey, I think he was tipped to be RCB captain. Also good that he didn't come to RCB's way. Otherwise,
he was not tipped, bro.
Today, Badoni, how much
one of the options.
Badoni, how much he scored today?
13.
Who? Pandey?
Who was the player?
Badoni.
He scored 6 of 8.
Hey, Badoni scored 13, I think, na? 6.
Who?
Who was the
Manish Pandey, I think,
Six of
scored
eight for
six.
Pandey today.
Ayush
Yeah,
Badani.
he scored six. Ayush Bodhani scored 13 of 13. Direct
who
TTA says,
was the
I
who
won't
was
see a
the
thing
player
right now. We
who
can't
was the
play for
player
the
in
players.
Hmm.
Oh, I think he's talking about Punjab Kings tomorrow.
Yes.
True. I agree. First of all, let's see if
Uh,
DC players
please,
don't
please
test
ask
positive
Madhur
now
Chauhan.
for the PCR. Then that will be another blow.
Somebody is very eager to answer. Please ask him a question.
no, I'm
Khana
asking
kaya?
a
You
question.
want?
Khan, yeah, Khan. I'm asking a
Yeah.
question that who was the player in the RCB's building the his player like a Kohli and he takes a catch. Who was that?
Prabhu Desai.
Oh,
Prabhu Desai. Yeah.
He's from
I
Goa.
think Prabhu Desai has been a good find, I would say, for RCB. I think he was in Punjab,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Before, if I'm not mistaken.
No, no, no. I don't
Yeah.
think he played any
Yeah.
games
Madhur,
earlier.
your thoughts on hmm. Madhur, your
Okay,
thoughts on
Rohan, in
Prabhu
practice
Desai,
session,
especially in the IPL?
yeah, I'm asking one question to Rohan. In practice session, genuinely is Prabhu Desai an opener
No, no, no. He's
or
number
middle order
four, number
batsman?
five for middle order. Middle order. He's a power hitter for Goa. That is what he's practicing to develop. Just like what DK is trying to be finisher. Prabhu Desai for in domestic cricket wants to be a middle order hard hitter. So good, yeah. Such like talents from domestic are being given chance for RCB because we know generally RCB goes for all these big names players. They don't promote small talents. But I'm very happy that Suyash Prabhu Desai, Shahbaz Ahmed, etc. have been given good roles to perform and they've taken that responsibility and done well. So happy for those guys.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Direct
that's true.
TTA says, if by chance PBKS wins, Madhur, watch out the WhatsApp group. Beware. Hmm. The Guji speaks. The Guji speaks to Madhur, the student. Madhur, your response to this? You have any response?
Go Madhur.
uh,
We'll cheer for you.
have anyone watched 83? I think
Yeah.
हाँ
all have won 83.
सब ने देखा
The comment
हाँ
that Kapil Dev says that कि हम अपना जवाब खेल के देंगे, तो हम अपना जवाब खेल के ही
ओ
देंगे.
टच कर दिया
Wow.
भाई
Nice. Hmm.
तो
Cricket
what
Fantasy
let's have a
says,
prediction Pawan Madhur who will
wait,
be
I'll
the man
take
of the
some
match
one
tomorrow
more comment or two more comments.
till then you
Man of
keep
the
thinking
match.
हाँ
Uh, I think it's a tough call. I don't. Let Madhur answer. Who do you think will
it's
be
for
man of
him
the
only
match?
right
I think maybe Prithvi Shaw or David Warner.
For me, I'm going for a bowler. I think maybe Kuldeep.
Pawan go with Roman Powell.
No need. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. I don't. I think
Pawan
he'll be
and
dropped.
and and
I think Roman
and
Powell
make
will be
and
dropped
make
tomorrow.
and make Roman Powell captain in your fantasy team.
fantasy
I don't think Roman Powell will even play tomorrow. I think Tim Seifert will replace him. In my opinion, I feel that he
Hmm.
can bat at number three. And this guy, I think Roman will be
For
dropped because he clearly struggling against spin. If he plays against spin, he'll try to only go for power and then eventually get out also. So I
yeah,
don't think
Pawan, I told you
that's a
that.
good move.
Yeah, yeah, I told you that Team Cypher at number three and five Sarfaraz Khan.
Yeah, I
That could be
agree.
done.
I agree. Yeah,
please
I do agree
play
with that. I think
Sarfaraz यार Delhi Capitals team
I
watching
should be
please
dropped.
pick Sarfaraz
Yeah, at number five.
I agree.
yeah
I agree. I think Safras can come at five, and then we can have Aksha and I mean Lalit Yadav also could be dropped. Perhaps I don't know about his contributions. Also, that's also sort of
hmm.
a doubt over there. Perhaps we could even I don't know DC. I think who they can bring in case Bharat is there. Praveen Dubey. I'm not sure whether he'll
I
be.
think
oh yeah Praveen
I
Dubey
think I think Roman Powell has not seen Pawan's dance video. That's why he's not performing.
maybe
There is
No,
another
no, I
batsman
don't.
also.
I think.
Another last year he was given
I think he
chances. That's
struggled with
Ripal Patel.
KKR as well.
Ripal
Yeah,
Patel
Ripal
has
Patel is
not
a good
been
option.
considered at
Yes,
all.
that's a good suggestion. Hmm. I think he played for DC and he was not so bad. I mean, especially with
Okay,
the ball.
okay, you can try with at 5 Sarfaraj Khan and at 3 Yajdul or KS Bharat.
Hmm.
Why not
That's
Yashdul? That's
right.
No,
what I was trying to
my
think.
priority is KS Bharat first.
Yep, I
I mean,
agree
we've seen
because I
young
think
young
they
players
have
do so well
Shikhar
this
Bharat
season.
over here,
Go with
Yashdul.
Yashdul. Yeah.
But they can bring Tim Seifert in place of Marsh.
Team
What
Seifert
is
is
Yeah,
not
Vicky
at all
Oswald
I
doing
think
consistent
in the
that's
player.
squad still?
Not at all consistent player. Team Seifert.
but Mickey
Yeah,
Oswald
rather
has
go
a
for
similar
a
sort of
domestic
style, right? Than Aksha.
And
They
Akshar
both
Patel.
play two left-arm
Mustafizur
orthodox spinners.
Mustafizur give more runs in previous games, so they are
Hmm.
thinking with
That
Lungi and
that
Giri.
happens when you bowl a
But
Mahadur.
he
Even Pat
but
Cummins was
that
a
for one match, na. That for one
and
match. He's
Yeah,
a
DK was
brilliant
too
death
good.
over specialist.
DK was too
proven
good in that
performer. Yeah,
match.
yeah.
But they think
So
about
he's a
Lungi and
proven
Giri.
finisher.
Pawan, please
You
click
cannot.
on
Hey,
Lungi
tomorrow
and
anyway,
Giri,
this
his IPL stats.
March
Click
won't be
on
there. I
Lungi.
think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So for March, whom will you
Who's
replace?
talking about Lungi Ningidi?
Yes, click him. Click him. Click on
Wait, I
him.
have to check him. You want the IPL stats? No, then I have to search for it.
Oh no, no,
Lungi
click
Uh,
on
Ngidi
him.
Lungi
he
and
bowled
Giri
very
also
well for
goes for
CSK.
runs.
Hey,
he was
but
with
he has improved.
CSK,
Yeah,
no, but
last
he
1 year.
wasn't that effective, no.
But he picked a lot of wickets. He got a lot of wickets up front. And also, he's just like
Yeah, but last
Hazelwood,
season I
gets a
think he
lot of this
picked up
extra bounce.
only 5 wickets. Wait, give me a sec. I think he only picked up
Hmm.
5 wickets, if I'm not
And when
mistaken.
was the last time a spinner won the purple cap in IPL? When was the last time?
I cannot
If you
remember.
want to consider Harshal Patel a fast spinner, you can say Harshal Patel.
Too much hype to a simple match. I do not want to say anything, but this pisses me off. What is wrong with these PBK's fans right now? Are they worried if they lose tomorrow or something happens?
Audience meet.
Now they hype for RCB match and other matches, but against DC some sort of I don't know what to say to Aryan. But anyways, cricket fantastic yes is
You बच्चे की
Pawan
जान
doesn't
लेते
have
हो
a
यार.
clear role in this team. He
Cricket
bats at 3
fantastic.
and another at
Cricket
5 or 6.
cricket fantastic is absolutely a fantastic.
Yes.
True, but
Uh,
I pulled out
this is
Lungi Ningidi stats. Last year he only played 3 matches for CSK. Previous season 4,
hey
and then 7
guys,
matches.
do one thing. Do one thing. Let's make a video on Varun because he has his birthday today, and so we'll send him on
Oh,
WhatsApp.
happy birthday, Varun.
Happy birthday,
The
Varun.
Hey, when
Happy
was
birthday, Varun. Orange army
oh
as
my
hey
always.
happy birthday, Varun.
Pawan?
Happy
When was our
birthday.
little fellow's birthday? Yeah.
Yes, yes. I want to know him birthday.
April something. I can't remember. It was there recently.
Okay, it's
2 weeks, I think.
is it
Two
a
weeks
month?
ago. Yeah, 2 weeks
2 weeks.
ago. I can't remember the
Oh,
date.
so
Pawan, when
anyways,
is your
then
birthday?
belated
Who?
birthday, bro.
Shoaib.
Aman,
Whom are you talking?
Hmm?
Oh, Aman. Okay,
Aman,
okay.
Aman.
Pawan, your birthday date?
I don't think they
Pawan,
know.
Who else was? When was
Yeah.
Pawan,
that?
what's your
October sometime. Huh?
Mine is in October.
Pawan, yours birthday
Yeah,
date is?
anyways, direct hit over here says DC and PBKs both are good sides. Jokes apart, better team wins the day. Yes, true. I agree on that.
Yes, I'm agree with him.
Yeah.
Because if DC lose,
And
But
DC
Konsa hockey Kelenge.
the may
What is wrong with Aryan today?
Pawan,
I,
Pawan,
I think that Madhur should answer that.
no,
Aryan is frustrated
Hockey
with
खेलेगा
Aryan is
I don't
frustrated with
know.
audience meet.
I don't want to answer, but I am happy to listen Hindi from Pawan. Pawan, please speak this again. Please, please.
No need, no need. That's fine, that's
Please,
fine.
please.
Madhur, you
Anyways,
teach
back
Pawan
to the
Hindi, yeah.
topic. Cricket fantasy cases. These players, Jadhav, Pandey, Kuldeep at one point were so good and almost cemented their spots in the Indian team. Now Kuldeep is looking like he's getting back. Kedav Jadhav and Manish Pandey are just going downhill. I haven't seen Kedav Jadhav playing for in the IPL after like 2 seasons perhaps.
Last year.
They
Last year he played
we
Yeah,
can
last.
last
also
season,
mention
yeah.
Vijay Shankar. Vijay Shankar also.
Vijay
Oh, don't
Shankar,
talk
I
about
don't
Vijay
think will
Shankar.
come back, man. I don't think
I
we have to talk about Vijay Shankar with how he's
Vijay Shankar,
performing.
3D player.
Anyways,
Varun's
let's go
favorite
to
player.
PBKs. Let's go to PBKs
Pawan
right now.
Infinity
And
D player.
Chalo,
talking
you
about
discuss here. I am
PBKs.
leaving. You guys can carry on. Thank you.
Okay, sure, no problem,
Yeah, yeah.
Rohan.
Thanks,
Good
Pawan.
night. Good night. See you.
Thanks, guys. Take care. Bye. Good
Hope
night.
you
Good
enjoy
night,
Pawan,
this
guys.
I
and
Good
have a
night.
good sleep. Anyways, RCB won,
Yeah,
so have a good sleep
yeah,
today.
sure.
Yeah. Anyways, back to topic. We are still Krishna and Madhur here.
Pawan, I'm
PBKs,
also
what do you
leaving,
see the
bro.
changes
It's
happening?
hello. I'm also leaving.
Okay, sure, no worries, no
It's 12.
worries. I don't know
But tell me
where
your
this
birthday
guy
date.
just
I
goes.
want your birthday. I want your birthday date. Tell me.
It's in October. It's in October. Anyways, I can't say the date to the public,
Oh,
no.
very great.
So I'll tell it on the
Krishna,
group. Okay.
Yeah,
let's
Pawan.
Krishna.
Pawan, it's almost 50 minutes. So can I stay in just 10 minutes? Okay. I
Yeah,
also
sure,
need to
sure,
go.
sure.
I'm
Okay,
leaving. I'm
sure,
Yeah,
leaving.
sure,
I
sure.
yeah, yeah, I'm
We'll
continuing 10 minutes.
just wrap it up in five
O-
minutes. Yeah.
Okay,
We'll just
okay.
wrap it up in 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. So
Hmm.
PVKs, what do you see the changes happening? Because Odion Smith obviously struggled in the last match, and I mean with the ball especially. But do you think they'll make that change? Bringing back Banuka perhaps. That's the biggest question I think PBK's fans are obviously thinking about, because Johnny Bairstow's form also hasn't been good. Do you think that he could perhaps open with Shikhar Dhawan and Mayank can come one down?
Yeah, that no, I think Mayank and Shikhar Dhawan will open, and Bairstow
Hmm.
will stick at number three. And to strengthen more middle order, they will bring Bhanuka Rajapaksha, and they might go with another Indian all-rounder, that is Rishi
Rishi
Dhawan.
Dhawan. Hmm. I
Rishi
agree.
Dhawan. Or else they can go with another overseas player. I have seen his performance in 100 or something. That's Benny Howell in place of Odion Smith.
Hmm. Yeah, I do agree. But the thing is, Benny Howell, I don't know in Indian pitches. He had a good Bangladesh Premier League also, but I'm not sure whether he can rise to the situation in IPL. I would rather go for a extra bowler. Perhaps Nathan Ellis could be also a good option, but then that lacks with the batting also. So
Hmm.
I don't know what PBKs will do. I think the best option is, if Odion is dropped, I think that will be for the bowling. So perhaps they may consider Nathan Ellis, but I'm not sure though what PBKs will do. But hope Mayank will be back tomorrow. That's the first case tomorrow, I would feel, because Shikhar Dhawan's captaincy is sort of a question mark, I would say, right now, because I think Mayank did a better job, I would say, and Mayank's batting perhaps could be useful, and his spirit also for the team. He has been in this franchise for around 3 or 4 years. So I we don't have any updates on Mayank's toe injury. So let's see how it goes. But Rahul Chaha,
Yeah,
what do you think he can improve, perhaps, Krishna? Because I know he's getting good, I mean, impactful wickets. I mean, a lot of wickets in crucial moments. But when it comes to, like, especially in the death overs, he concedes a lot of runs. So, what do you think Rahul Chaha can improve, especially with the flight and perhaps the drift? Perhaps, I mean, Rahul Chaha has been kind of doing the same for MI also in the past. I mean, he does get wickets in the pressure situations, but can concede runs, which obviously, which is why they lost to SRH also in the last match.
yeah, Rahul Chahar need to improve his bowling because he conceded lot of runs. Also, last year we saw for Mumbai Indians 4 over 45 runs. As a spinner, it is uh, he has to improve a lot because. But this year he is performing also good. When picking at one wickets, 2 wickets, and every match. So he is picking wickets consistently, and Rahul Chah, this four spinners has impressed me a lot. Ravi Bishnoi, yeah, he was expensive today. Ravi Bishnoi, Rahul Chahar, Kuldeep Yadav, and Yuzvendra Chahal. These four spinners did a lot of impact in this year IPL. So Rahul Chahar needs to improve with his bowling by conceding less than 34 over 25 or below 30. And
True, true.
he's
I think all the
consistently
leg
picking
spinners
wickets.
have been doing well, except for Rahul Chah. I mean, Rahul Chah has also been getting wickets, but I mean, not like Kuldeep or Chahal or even Hasaranga, who have been impactful in this IPL. Expect a bit more from Rahul Chah, but I mean, when both Kuldeep and Chahal also are doing well, I mean, Rahul Chah also can compete with them. So I feel if he can improve perhaps in his lens, I think especially his lens have been quite a bit wrong, I would say, in the impactful overs. I mean, especially in the death. I think that's where he goes wrong, and I think Mayank gives him 1 over at least in the death. That's also a mistake, perhaps. But talking about the fast bowling, I mean, Arshdeep has been doing way better than Rabada, especially in the death bowling, and that's a bit of a concern, I would say, for a bowler like Rabada, because when Arshdeep is like hasn't played for India before and is doing better than Rabada right now, especially in the death overs, that's quite concerning, I would say, because even though Rabada has
Yeah,
been impactful in the power play, in the death overs he hasn't been quite good, and that's the reason why
but
DC also
tomorrow,
released him.
but tomorrow I don't think that Rabada will be impactful in power play also, because they has a hard hitter, smashing or dashing opener Prithvi Shaw and David Warner. So he will be
Hmm.
obviously wicketless tomorrow also in power play.
Hmm. Hmm. True. So I think we'll wrap things up. Krishna, just predictions, final predictions. What do you think will happen tomorrow?
Yeah, I think Punjab Kings will win today. I am with Punjab Kings.
Yeah. For me, I think I'm a DC bias, but I think DC have a better chance against Punjab more than Rajasthan, because I think the Rajasthan match could be a bit tough, especially with their squad, and their playing 11 looks really good, settled also. So I think we have a better chance. I would say we have a better chance than in the Punjab game than the Rajasthan. I won't predict who will win because I'm a bit biased towards DC, but I think we have a better chance tomorrow rather than the Friday's match. That's it, I can say. But Punjab also have a chance. Let's see what happens tomorrow morning with the PCR tests for DC players, and hope for the best, and hope for a speedy recovery for
Yeah, Mitchell
Middlemarsh
Marsh.
and the PCOs. Yeah. And final message for Varun also, as the directed TSS. Happy birthday, Varun. Happy birthday, Varun,
Yeah,
from all of us
happy
as well,
birthday,
from the
Varun.
sports breakdown and the sport bit as well. We wish you a happy birthday, and hope you feel hope you have a great year and future ahead. And yeah, always do support the Sunrisers, and I think they are you are having some luck with them also. I mean, the Sunrisers right now 4 wins in a row, and must be happy. I mean, Krishna, you must be happy also with how Sunrisers are doing, especially middle
Yeah,
order
yeah.
and the bowling, especially. I think DC has got the SRH plus,
Exceptional.
I would say, with their ex players. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much, Krishna, once again for joining, and thanks to Ritam, Rohan, Ayush, Paji sir, and I think Kaushik also for joining. And see you guys in the next video. We'll be doing
Thank
a,
you, Pawan.
watch along.
Good night.
Yeah, we'll be doing a watch along of DC versus Punjab Kings tomorrow, hopefully. And without further ado, guys, thank you so much, and see you. I think Ritam was supposed to host, but I hosted all this also. So, anyways, guys, see you. Sorry.